Hello everyone. Today I am going to teach you Unit 5 The Concert written by Shanta Rameshwar Rao. See, this is the picture of Shanta Rameshwar Rao. Before introducing the writer, I want to ask you children some question and I want to show you one picture. See here, you open your textbook, page number 85. Here one picture is there. You know who's this guy? Pandit Bhimsen Joshi. Is it children? Yes. See here. See, by watching his facial expression, what you will understand children? He involved too much. He involved in his singing. Is it? It shows that he involved in his singing work. He is singing so nicely with involvement. Is it? Involvement is very important in music. So, he is singing by his heart. So, he completely involved in this work. He is Pandit Bhimsen Joshi. And see children, here one Walter Savage Landor wrote one proverb here. Music is God's gift to man, the only art of heaven given to earth, the only art of earth we take to heaven. See, he wrote a sentence that Walter Savage Landor. He wrote about music one good sentence children, that is music is God's gift. This is one of the wonderful gift of God to the people who lives on the earth. That music makes earth as a heaven. It converts when we are listening, when we start to listen the music, it converts earth into heaven. So much power it had children. This is the gift of God. Is it? That when we are sitting to listen any concert or any musician singing means we will definitely involve in that one. We will forget all our worries, all our thoughts. So, this music makes earth as a heaven. And one more sentence, the only art of earth we take to heaven. That one of the good art, that musician can take all the people to the heaven and he can convert the earth into heaven. He will create one heaven on the earth. That musician, singer, he will, what he is doing children? He makes earth as a heaven. So that wonderful, this is one type of magician. They are, that singers or musicians, they are one type of magicians. They are going to convert our earth into heaven. So that much strong, that power, that music had so much big power that it can convert our earth. It can change our worries into happiness. It convert our earth into heaven, and the only art we can take to earth, from earth to heaven we can take that one. That is the power of that music. It is a gift of God children. That is, so when we are going to listen, we will definitely involve in that music. So here, this is how Walter Savage Landor described the gift of music to humankind. This is one of the gift of God children, that wonderful gift of God to all of us. That we will forget all our worries and we will enjoy in that music. So here children, this lesson written by Shanta Rameshwar Rao. See children, this is the picture of Shanta Rameshwar Rao. She was born on 1924. She was born on 1924. She is an Indian writer of myths, legends, folk tales, short stories and picture books for children. She wrote so many tales, small stories and legends. See, in olden, with your grandparents also, you may heard so many stories. Is it children? That what she did, that converted that stories in writing she brought. And for next generation, she made wonderful contribution from her, that she wrote all that small stories and tales to our future generation. So she has retold tales from Indian scriptures and reworked folk tales and mites from little known tribal communities and for flung areas of India. See, she collected so many stories from tribute areas, that interior areas, from community, from folk songs. She collected so many small stories and myths, legend stories that we may heard, but we will forget that one. What she did, she collected the stories and she made a book for that one. And from Hindu myth and scriptures have demands gods and humans as characters. See, she stresses the importance of wise action in our public as well as private life. She made that folks, from that one also we will learn morality, children. Is it there will be one story, means in that story we will learn one moral from that story. Is it? So what happens, children, that every story, small or big, it will end with a moral. That is very important, that every story should have a moral. What she did, children? She collected so many folk songs, and in folk songs also there will be one story of any king or any queen or whatever general, one story will be there in that song also. What she did, she wrote that all small stories and she collected small stories from their grandparents or ancestors and community tribes. She went and she collected the stories and she wrote that stories for future generation. This much work that done by Shanta Rameshwar Rao. Here she wrote the how the music will made one boy that he wants to become a great musician, but unfortunately he got cancer. So what happened, children? Ultimately he left his life by listening the music of Ravi Shankar. So here this is the story of a boy that who got cancer in small age only, and how he died by listening the music. This is the concert. The concert written by Shanta Rameshwar Rao. See, children, you open page number 86 and she wrote a story. This is real story actually. They changed the names, except Ravi Shankar Shastri. They changed the character names and she wrote here one small story for you guys. So here, you know Pandit Ravi Shankar, an Indian musician, composer and a sitar player. Pandit Ravi Shankar. He was a musician, composer and a sitar player. So that boy wants to, once in a life he wants to listen his concert. But what happened, children? Unfortunately he became cancer patient. So here one morning in a small apartment in Bombay, a girl of about 16 looked up from the newspaper and said excitedly, Pandit Ravi Shankar's playing tomorrow at the Shanmukadhama Auditorium, Shanmukananda Auditorium. So what she did, one girl, she read in a newspaper that there was a news. She was so much excited with that news and she said loudly, she said that Pandit Ravi Shankar's playing tomorrow at the Shanmukananda Auditorium. She was so much excited. Excited means feeling so much happy, excited. Feeling so much. She was so much showing expression, happiness, feeling very happiness, and she excitedly said that there was a program in a Shanmukhananda Auditorium. There was a program by Pandit Ravi Shankar, a sitar player, that he was going to give a concert. He was going to give a program in Shanmukhananda Auditorium. She was so much excited with that news because she is one of the lover of music. Shh, said her mother, pointing to the figure sleeping on the bed. You will wake him up. You know he needs all the sleep and rest he can get. When she shouted loudly, no, her mother said, shh, don't make noise. That she showed one figure that slept on the bed. She showed that one and said, you don't know, he need rest, don't shout. This type she made finger and she said to that girl. But the boy on the bed was not asleep. He was not slept actually. He was wake up. That on the bed only he slept, but he was not slept, but he was wake up and he immediately what that boy did? Pandit Ravishankar, he said. Pandit Ravishankar, the sitar maestro, he raised himself up on his elbows for 1 second, then fell back. See, when she shouted, Pandit Ravishankar is going to give program in the Shanmukanand auditorium. When she said loudly, her mother scolded her. Don't make noise. He need rest. Don't shout. She said to that girl. But what happened? That boy was not slept, children. He got up on his elbow only. He stood and he also said loudly that Pandit Ravishankar, he is going to give a program. He was so much happy and he was also excited. But what happened? Due to weakness, he fell down. See children here, maestro means a great performer. Maestro means a great performer. He called Ravishankar as a maestro means great performer. He was so much excited by listening that news that Pandit Ravishankar is going to give a program in Shanmukanand auditorium. He was also very happy and he said him maestro. Maestro means a great performer. He raised himself up on the elbows for 1 second, then fell back. He raised up. In bed only he raised up on his elbows. But what happened, children? Immediately he fell back due to weakness. But his eyes were shining. See, maybe he fell down, but there was one brightening in his eyes and face. He became very happy by listening that news. We must not miss the chance, he said. I have always wanted to hear him and see him. So he became very happy, and in his lifetime he wants to meet that person, that Pandit Ravishankar. But what happened, children? Due to illness, he can't go to that program. He wants to go that one. He wants to see him. He wants to listen his music. He was so much excited and happy by listening that news. Lie down, son, lay down. His mother sprang to his side. Sprang means jumped. Jumped. She jumped when he got up. No, in the bed only. On the elbow, he for a second he stood on the elbow. And what happened, children? And he fell back. But what his mother did? She ran away. She jumped to him and she made him to sleep. She making him to sleep and she jumped to him. He actually raised himself up without help. She murmured with a catch in her throat and her eyes turned to the idols on a corner shelf. What she said, without anybody's help, he got up by listening that news. So see, that is the power of music. By listening his name only, without anybody's help, he became so weak due to the disease. But what happened, children? When he heard Pandit Ravishankar, that name only, he got up without anybody's help. He got up on his elbow, and his mother became very sad because that she wants that if anything may happen. It seems she became very with a catch in her throat, with a feeling of great sorrow, which with a catch in her throat means with a great feeling of sorrow. She became very sad that he got up immediately. No, anything may happen. It seems she became very sad and she blaming that girl. And her eyes turned to the idols on a corner shelf. that the prayer which she utterly endlessly came unbidden to her lips. See that on the shelf there was an idol, maybe some god or goddess, and what she did, that her eyes turned to that side and she started to do prayer. That he immediately got up, no, anything may happen to my son, it seems. She started to do the prayer of god, that idol on the shelf, that there was a idol of god or goddess. She started to utter the prayer, and she what she did, unbidden means spontaneous. Unbidden means spontaneous, continuously it came to her, that she was very much tensed about her son, no. What happened, children? When he got up and fell back, no, she became very sad with that one, and immediately what happened, she saw the idol of god and she started to do the prayer. Unbidden means spontaneously it started. I must hear him and see him, the boy repeated. Again he said. He fell back on the bed only. Then also he repeated this. See, I wants to see him. I wants to listen him, his music. He started to repeat that words. It's the chance of a lifetime, he said. Only once in a life we will get such a type of good chances, children. That it's not an easy matter that Ravi Shankar is going to give a program, and to attend that program, not only Pandit Ravi Shankar, maybe any great artist or musician, he is giving a program and we are going to listen, means it's a lifetime opportunity we will get in our life. That only he said, this is a lifetime opportunity, I won't miss this one. He wants to see that guy. Then he began to cough and gasp for breath and had to be given oxygen from cylinder that stood under the bed. He shouted loudly, no, he was so much excited, no. So what happened, children? He had problem that breathing. What happened here? That he started to cough loudly, and gasp means catch one's breath with open mouth. See, if our nostrils have become closed means we will start to breathe with mouth, no, children. Same happened here also. This boy shouted loudly and he started to cough loudly, and that gasp means catch breathe from our mouth. We are going, if our nostrils become closed, if we got cold so much, means what happens, children? Our nostrils will become closed. That time what we will do, we will start to breathe with our mouth, no. Same happened to this guy, that he shouted loudly. So what happened? He started to cough and gasp. And what his mother did? Immediately she gave oxygen. That is, downside the bed there was an oxygen cylinder, and she helped him to breathe and she gave oxygen. But his large eyes were fixed on his sister. By coughing and gasping, no, he was watching her sister. He is seeing his sister with broad eyes he was seeing, and that whatever his mother may give oxygen, but he was watching his sister only, he was watching, looking at sister. Next, Smita bit her lip in self-reproach. Reproach means blaming. He became sick, no? Immediately he got cough and he was trying to take the breath, no? Children, what happened here? Smita, she shouted loudly, no? What happened? She self-reproach means she was blaming herself. Oh, I should not shout. I shouted, no? So he became excited and he got cough. This type of self-reproach means blaming themselves, blaming. Herself she blamed. What she did? She blamed. Oh, I should not shout this much loudly. He got up and he was excited. He also shouted and he got cough and he is getting trouble to breathe properly. This type she started to blame herself. She had been so excited at seeing the announcement that she had not remembered that her brother was very ill. See what happened when she read the news in newspaper. No, it was shocking for her. She also surprised with that news, and without considering her brother is ill. Without considering, she shouted, not intentionally, but without remembering that her brother was ill. She shouted loudly. And now she is blaming, oh, I should not do this type. So my brother became again ill. This type she was blaming herself now. She had seen how the doctors had shaken their heads gravely and spoken words that neither she nor her parents could understand. Gravely means in a serious. After checkup, the doctors shake their head. In serious. What happened, children, when doctor did checkup? No, that boy, they shake their head this type with seriously. They shake means that they didn't tell anything, but his condition is very serious. And they were doctors also in serious manner only they shake their head that it's impossible to make him to cure. This time they felt and they nod their head. No, that neither Smita understood that one nor parents. But somewhere deep inside, Smita had known the frightening truth that Anant was going to die. See children, what happened here? Doctor didn't tell anything. They won't express anything, but they only nod their head. And what happened here? She also not understood actually what is happening. But one point she understood that Anant may go die. He will die. This type of one feeling came in her mind. The word cancer had hung in the air. Her brother was dying of cancer, even though she pretended that all would be well and they would return together, a small family of 4, to their home in Gaganpur. What happened here? That boy got cancer, children. That it's an uncurable disease. Now also so many people are dying with that cancer. What happened? That boy got cancer, and maybe she know very well. Yes, that Anant got cancer disease. And what happened, children, here? That actually doctor shake their head, no? That in serious moment, that was a serious matter, and he was doctor also very serious, and he believed that I can't cure this boy. And what happened, children? One thought came that in Smita's mind that Anant may die. So that thought came, and afterwards she recovered herself and she thought that they 4 will go to Gaganpur back. That is their place, Gaganpur. And he was only 15 and the best table tennis player in the school and the fast runner. See children, that boy Anant got cancer, no? He was very active child in the school. That he was first, always best in table tennis and first in running race. He was always. He was learning to play the sitar. They were both taking sitar lessons, but Anant was better than her as in many other things. That Smita only going to agree here that Anant was very much better than her. That he was best in table tennis and best in running race and sitar vadan, everything he was fine, better than this Smita. And what happened, children? He was already able to compose his own tunes with the astonishment of their guru. Astonishment means very great surprise. Astonishment means very great surprise. That Guru only surprised with his work because he started to compose his own tunes. That Guru only surprised with his work. So he was so much fast, children, that in sitar that he started to compose his own. That Smita and Anant both together were going to sitar classes. But what happened here? Anant so much clever boy and he started to compose his own tunes. That Guru only became surprised with his work. Then cancer had struck and they had come to Bombay so that he could be treated at the cancer hospital in the city. What happened, children? Afterwards, cancer disease came to that boy and they thought that they have to come to cancer hospital to the city and to give treatment to that boy. Whenever they came to Bombay, the family stayed with the Aunt Shushila. Her apartment was not big, but there was always room for them. See what happened here? Whenever their actual place was Gaganpur, no children, they came to Bombay for treatment sake and they stayed in their aunt house, Sushila aunt. And that apartment was also small one, but she was always ready to give them a room. They had come with high hopes in the miracles of modern science. See, always were hoping good only. See what happened? They hoped that Anant may cure with that disease. Because nowadays more science, so much technologies are there, medicines improvement is there. So they thought that he may get cure from that city treatment. They told themselves that Anant would be cured at the hospital and he would again walk and run and even take part in the forthcoming table tennis tournament. See what they thought, children, when they came to Bombay, no? They thought that Anant will cure soon and he will also able to participate in a forthcoming table tennis tournament. And he would play the sitar and perhaps would be a great sitarist one day. See, they thought that he was very clever boy and he started to compose his own tune in sitar, no? So what they thought, children, that in future he will become one of the great sitarists in future. But his condition grew worse with each passing day and the doctors at the cancer hospital said, take him home, give him the things he likes, indulge him. And they knew then that the boy had not many days to live. What happened, children, when they came to cancer hospital, no? That his condition day by day become very worse only. That no improvement came in his body. And what happened, the doctor also said he won't live more days, so you take back to him home and you make him happy. That indulge means do something for pleasure. Indulge. Do something for pleasure. They said that you take him to home and do the work. That with that work Anant should be happy. That whatever he want, you go and fulfill all his needs. That type doctor said to the parents. But they did not voice their fears. They laughed and smiled and talked and surrounded Anant with whatever made him happy. See, but they didn't show that one to Anant. That parents and all know that he won't live more days. But they didn't show that one in front of Anant. What they did, children? They, in front of him, all were laughing. With a smile only they are going. Because he should not be depressed, it seems they were laughing, talking him. And they were showing they are very happy. They were very happy. That type they were showing in front of Anant. They fulfilled his every need and gave whatever he asked for. They started to fulfill all his desires. The doctor said no, he won't live more days. So they started to fulfill whatever he wants. They want to fulfill all his wishes. And now he was asking to go to the concert. The chance of a lifetime, he was saying. See what happened when Smita shouted no loudly that Pandit Ravi Shankar Sitar program is there in auditorium, means he wants to attend that function, that program he wants to attend, because he know that it is a lifetime opportunity and he should attend that program. When you are better, his mother said, this is not the last time they are going to play. She was going to convince him, that Anant, she was convincing mother that when he will cure, no, that time we will go to that program. This is not the last program of Pandit Ravi Shankar. He will play in future, no, that time we will go. This time she started to convince Anand. Smita stood at the window looking at the traffic, her eyes filled with tears. She became very sad because that Anand so much interested to go to concert. But what happened, children? Due to his illness, he can't go. Smita also know that he will die in few days only. So tears came in her eyes. Her mother whispered, "But you, Smita, you must go. Your father will take you." That mother said that, "Smita, you go to that program. Okay, your father will come with you. Both of you go and attend that concert," she said to Smita. When she was alone with Aunt Sushila, Smita cried out in a choked voice. Choked voice means filled with sadness. Choked voice means voice filled with sadness. What happened here when she was alone with Sushila auntie, and that what she did, she cried out loudly and with a choked voice means with a voice filled with sadness. She said, "Now how can I? We have always done things together, Ananta and I." That mother said, "No, you go with your father to Smita." That she started to cry. And she said to Sushila auntie that both they were doing any work means they are doing together only. How I should go alone now? This time she started to cry. "A walk in the park might make you feel better," said Aunt Sushila, and Smita was grateful for her suggestion. That aunt said, she was crying, no? So aunt said, "You go and play in the park." She gave suggestion, and that Smita also thought this was the good suggestion. In the park, people were walking, running, playing ball, doing yogic exercises, feeding the ducks and eating roasted gram and peanuts. Smita felt alone in their midst. She was lost in her thoughts. What happened, children? She went to park actually, but people were very much busy there in playing, walking and eating. All people were very much busy in park also. She was not ready to mingle with them. She had her own thoughts, her own sadness. So what she did, she was lost in her thoughts. She was thinking something, and she was lost in that thoughts only. Suddenly a daring idea came to her, and as she hurried home, she said to herself, "Why not? There is no harm in trying it." One idea came when she was thinking about Ananta and that concert program. No, one idea came to her mind, and suddenly she came back to home, and she said herself that, "Why not? I will try. Once I will try, no problem. If happen that workout, that idea became workout means okay, otherwise no problem." This type one idea, bold idea came in her mind. "It would be nice to go to the concert. I don't know when we will get another opportunity to hear Pandit Ravi Shankar." That opportunity means chance. That she said that I will go to her mother. She said, "I will go to Pandit Ravi Shankar program, and this opportunity is again and again we can't get such a good opportunity," she said to her mother. And her father agreed to get the tickets. Her father also agreed to go to that program. And what happened here, children? That both they wants to go to that program, but Smita had one idea, bold idea in her mind. So children, this much lesson is enough. In next part I am going to conduct in the next class. I hope all of you understood this lesson. Read the lesson again and try to understand the glossary words. Okay, thank you. In last class, children, we learned half this lesson, the concert written by Shanta Rameshwar Rao. She written here one real story of a boy, Anant. That boy got cancer, and he was so talented and intelligent boy. And his sister Smita and his parents, they came to Bombay for treatment. What happened there? That he was so much interested in sitar playing also. So what they did, that sitar player, that Pandit Ravi Shankar, he was going to give a program in an auditorium. That Smita, that one said loudly, and Anant also wants to go there. But due to his illness, he can't go and attend that program. So what happened here, children, that Smita was also not ready to attend that program because of Anant. But afterwards one bold idea came in her mind, and she became ready to attend that program with her father, and her father was also ready to get the 2 tickets for them. And here, children, page number 90. The next day, as Smita and her father were leaving for the concert, her brother smiled and said, "Enjoy yourself," though the words came out in painful gasps. Lucky you. That boy, he was so much disappointed because he wants to attend that program. He said, this is a lifetime opportunity. He wants to attend that program, but due to his disease, he can't attend that program. And when his sister was going with father, no, that time he wished her good luck. You are very lucky. You are going to attend. You enjoy that program. This type he said with gasps means with that he was suffering to take the breath properly. Sitting beside her father in the gallery, Smita heard as in a dream the thundering welcome. The audience gave the great master. They stood and they gave that audience. They stood and gave a big round of applause when that Pandit Ravi Shankar came to auditorium. When he entered the auditorium, people stood and gave him a big applause. Then the first notes came over the air, and Smita felt as if the gates of enchantment and wonder were opening. Enchantment means the feeling of great pleasure. Enchantment. Feeling pleasure, great pleasure, feeling of great pleasure. Feeling of great pleasure. When the first note started by Pandit Ravi Shankar, that she thought that it's a great pleasure, and she started to enjoy that notes. And wonder were opening. She understood that there will be something magic, that something wonderful happening here. She understood the starting note of that Pandit Ravi Shankar. Spellbound. She listened to the unfolding ragas, the slow plaintive notes, the fast twinkling ones, but all the while the plan she had decided on the evening before remained firmly in her mind. The chance of a lifetime. She heard Anand's voice in every beat of tabla. Spellbound means hold the complete attention. Spellbound. Spellbound means hold the complete attention. What she did? She gave complete attention towards Pandit Ravi Shankar. He started to play the sitar, no? That is, she spellbound means giving complete attention towards that person, and she started to listen carefully that whatever he is going to play there. And that time also she decided, one bold thought came her mind, and she decided to something that evening. And what happened, children? In that time also she was remembering his brother Anant, that he said, no, lifetime the chance, lifetime opportunity, he said, no, that she was remembering that voice coming through the tabla and all, that voice only coming to her. The concert came to an end, and the audience gave the artists a standing ovation. Ovation means applause. Ovation. Applause. When the program finished, no, that time all stood and gave big applause to that great Pandit Ravi Shankar. A large master man made a long boring speech, then followed the presentation of buckwheats. One person that he gave a big speech about Ravi Shankar. It was so much boring that they started his speech and he gave a big speech and what happened children, that was very much boring speech he gave, and afterwards he he did a banquet means flowers, he banquets, he presentation of banquets, that he gave a banquets to that Pandit Ravi Shankar. Then more applause and the curtain came down, the people began to move towards the exits. What happened? That was the end of the program, and what happened, he gave banquet to him and that curtain came down and that program was became end, and people started to move towards the exit gate. Now was the time. Smita wriggled her way through the crowds towards the stage. Wriggled means moved fast. She moved very much fast towards the stage. She didn't go to exit gate. She forwarded to the stage. Then she went up the steps that led to the wings, her heart beating loudly. That is, she wants to do something. She wants to ask something. So what she did, she didn't go to exit gate. She went towards the stage and she wants to ask something. But her heart was beating so much loudly that she was going to listen that one due to fear. In the wings, a small crowd had gathered to talk about the evening concert, to help carry buckets and teacups and instruments. That so many people, they were gathered and talking about that day's concert done by Pandit Ravi Shankar. He was there standing with the man who played the tabla for him, the great wizard of music, Ustad Allah Rakha. See, one more great person came, Ustad Allah Rakha. He was a famous tabla player. That what happened here, she went to meet that Pandit Ravi Shankar, but he was not alone. There was a Ustad Allah Rakha was also there, who played tabla there. Her knees felt weak, her tongue dry, but she went up and standing before them, her hands folded. Oh sir, she burst out. See what happened children? She reached that Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha, and her legs became very weak, and that she was so much frightened to talk with them, and she folded her hands and she said, oh sir, and then she started to cry loudly there. Yes, he asked questioningly but kindly. He asked that Pandit Ravi Shankar asked him, what happened, what can I do for you? That he questioned that words with kindness was there. And her story came pouring out, the story of her brother who lay sick at home, and of how he longed to hear him and the Ustad play. What happened children? That she said whatever she wants to say about her brother, that he was a cancer patient. He is counting his days, but he wants to listen your that sitar. So she started to request them to come and play in front of him. Little girl said mustachioed man who had made the long speech, Panditji is a busy man. You must not bother him with such requests. She requested to come and play the sitar in their house. That man said, one man who gave boring speech, no, he said that no, you can't disturb him. He was very busy person, so you should not ask this type of requests. But Pandit Ravi Shankar smiled and motioned him to be quiet. He turned to Ustad Sahib and said, what shall we do, Ustad Sahib? That Ustad Allah Rakha was there, no? That Pandit, what he did, Pandit Ravi Shankar, he made that person to not to talk like so, and he asked Ustad Allah Rakha, what we should do, Ustad? Ustad Sahib, what we can do now? With her request, he questioned Ustad. The Ustad moved the wad of pan from one cheek to another. Tomorrow morning we perform for the boy. Yes, he said. That with Ustad, what he did, he said tomorrow morning we will go and we will give program for that boy. Yes, Panditji replied, it's settled then. That Pandit also agreed for that one, and Ustad was also ready to go with Pandit Ravi Shankar, and they decided to go next day morning to that Anant's house and to give a program for him. It was a very excited Smita who came home late that night. Anant was awake, breathing the oxygen from the cylinder. See her, his condition became very worse. That boy was breathing through oxygen cylinder only, and but Smita was so much excited. She came late, but Anant was also excited to listen how was the program. Did you hear him? He whispered. Did you hear him? That what program she went? No, Smita. He asked how was the program. Did you hear him? He asked. Whispered means asked slowly because he was on the oxygen cylinder. No. I did, she replied, and I spoke to him, and he will come tomorrow morning with the tabla ustad and they will play for you. She said, okay. I also listened that one, but what happened tomorrow morning? That Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha both are coming to our house to play in front of you. And the following morning, Aunt Sushila's neighbors saw two men getting out of the taxi which pulled up outside their block. What happened here? Two persons came. Next day morning only two persons get down from a taxi that all people surprised in the apartment because they were not that small person or they were very famous person. They know that everyone know who were they, but they get down from the taxi. They could not believe their eyes. It's not possible, they said. That all people gathered there and they become very surprised with that Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha because they are great personalities. They won't come so much easily to in front of anybody's house because they were busy. And the people become that they were not ready to believe their eyes only. No, it's not possible. How can it possible? How they will come to our apartment? This time they started to see there. Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha went up the wooden staircase and knocked softly on the door of Aunt Sushila's apartment. See here what they did, children. That both they get down from the taxi and they went through the wooden staircase and they knocked the door. That they were in Aunt Sushila's house, no? They knocked the door of Aunt Sushila. They went in, sat down on the divan by the window and played for the boy, surrounding him with a great and beautiful happiness as life went out of him gently, very gently. What happened, children, here? That they both came and they started to do that play the sitar and tabla. No? What happened? That boy's life, it gone slowly, gently. It started to go because it was his last desire to listen the Pandit Ravi Shankar sitars. No? So what happened? By listening that time only, he that his life gone and he dead. Gently his life gone and he was dead that time only. That what happened, children? This is the lesson that music means it's one of the magic only on our life. That music is always doing magic. That if we started to listen anything, we will forget everything of pain of our life. Our mind will become very pleasure and happy in that moment. So here what happened? The boy, they fulfilled that girl Smita. Daringly she requested that Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha, and they also agreed, and they came to their house only because of that cancer patient, and they did their work and they started to play sitar and tabla, and that boy died that time, that his life went slowly and gently. So this is about the lesson, the concert. And here, children, see here, I explained this lesson. You read once again, all full lesson you read and understand, and glossary you read once again, and be ready to write the question and answers of this lesson, and I will send the notes. I hope all of you understood and you complete your fair book. Okay, thank you.